Hey everybody, welcome back to 14 Rings and NFC East podcast. I'm your host Lucas with Earl and Maurice and special guest Dan. Dan is filling in for Mal. Mal had a personal issue that she had to attend to tonight. We wish her and her friends network nothing but the best, of course. And in the meantime, we're glad to have Dan back. Dan, welcome back.
What's going on?
What's up, Dan?
Sorry for the circumstances yet again. I'm usually the bearer of bad news, I guess. Anyway, thanks for having me on, guys.
Absolutely.
As always, what's happening?
Look, you. What's happening is, sir, you have not logged in to the link that I sent you for the Fantasy Football League. Mr. Reigning Champion liked to make sure that he pointed that out when I made the announcement.
Yes.
You know, just not joining the league yet.
Maybe I'll do my Seth Rollins and my fingers hurt and sneak in and catch.
No fake injuries over here.
No fake injuries. This is not WWE. R.I.P. Hulk Hogan, who passed away after our last episode, I think, right?
Yes.
Yeah, crazy. But that's not, before we get to the team news, we do want to point out something that does impact football media as a whole. ESPN, the juggernaut that they're becoming, owned by the Mounts, has now bought up the rights to NFL Network and all the red zone stuff and all that stuff. Unclear at this point, at least to our research, when that ownership will start taking place. It might be this year, might be next year. We honestly don't know. They did not clarify in any articles that we've read, right, guys?
Yes.
Scott Hansen is in fact still hosting the show for now, so that's the most important thing.
As long as Dan Orlowski doesn't take over, I think I'm going to be okay.
I like Dan.
Dan is like my least favorite football personality.
He's always out of bounds.
Of all the people?
I see what you did there, Earl. That was slick. But, I know Earl's not in a good mood, and we'll let him talk when it's his turn up. But Dan is our special guest, and it just so happens that he came in on Giants first news. So,
all right,
let's get to it, Dan. What's going on in the Meadowlands? What's going on in Giants Nation? What's new?
Abdul Carter is a freak.
Yes.
That's basically been the main takeaway of camp right now. Our pass rush is going to be filthy like we all expected.
Any chance on Christian Watkins joining that bunch or no?
As of right now, probably
Wilkins,
not. Probably not, but he's probably going to command too much money, but we'll see. I think with his injury, he's still far away to being signed, so he hasn't even been brought up so far.
I just know him and Dexter were friends. That's why.
Yeah, teammates. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So maybe I wouldn't hate it.
Like you need any more help.
Defensive tackle number 2 is their biggest issue on the defense, other than cornerback 2. Cordell Flott and Deontay Banks are slugging it out. Mm-hmm. So much so that on their unofficial depth chart for Saturday's game against Buffalo, they are both slotted at the starting corner. So that's all you need to know.
By the way, any other interesting factoids on that unofficial depth chart? I took a look at it at one point. Any other?
Not really, because of like I mentioned, the D tackle situation. They haven't. There hasn't been that one guy to set themselves apart in the rest of the situation. Dart as QB3 as of right now is normal, but it seems like he's starting to slowly take reps away from Jameis. So that's all you need to know about that situation. Really, the biggest thing is Deontay Banks not already winning cornerback 2 after a very disappointing sophomore season last year is concerning. But yeah, let's see what happens with that.
That's
and fair. Our boy Scatabo is out with a hamstring injury, so we're not going to be sitting him this week.
You guys also have another RB injured, and you guys signed who? Who was that again?
Actually, let me get the name up. But yeah, Scatabu's hurt. Eric Gray's on PUP, and
your undrafted rookie's injured too, right?
No, I think he's Turbo is healthy, so
okay.
Let me go to the Giants app right now. Yeah, no. What would be your outside takeaways for like just reading up on Giants camp? You guys being outsiders.
Well,
You got,
I guess for me, it sucks that you guys lost Bryce Ford Wheat, and that's just not me
yeah,
as a West Virginia fan saying that.
right.
But I think you guys need one more wideout just to solidify the depth a little bit. You got 4 guys that you could really kind of mess with, but it'd be nice to have a 5th guy that you can trust.
Yeah. With our punt returner,
Gunner,
Smith.
I don't know how to pronounce
Yeah,
his
he
last
got
name.
picked up too, so it's going to be interesting to see what happens with that. I'm still looking. I apologize.
Earl, Maurice, any thoughts on the Giants training? Do you guys have any matchups this week? Do you guys have a preseason game?
Yeah, we're playing the Bills, so
Joint practice at all or no?
No. It's going to be the following week with the Jets.
Gotcha. Okay.
Jets.
Benny.
Yeah, my question is, Dan, there been any other standouts on the offensive side of the football?
It's been the Malik Neighbors show.
Yeah.
Up until before he got hurt, Scatabo looked good. Evan Neal's been looking good at guard, so
he's not even starting at guard right now, is he?
No, they're starting the offensive line. They're starting the offensive line that they had last year. They're still waiting for Andrew Thomas to get off of UP, but he's slowly getting there. We don't need him until like the final week of preseason, so we know he's functional. But yeah, he currently Evan Neal is the backup guard on both positions, so let's see how he handles it. Obviously, everyone's rooting for him because of how much of a colossal bust he's been so far. So you got to get some sort of return out of him.
Actually, Dan, I have 2 questions for you.
Yeah, what's
How's
up?
the quarterback play been in camp, and are there any other standouts on defense besides the front?
Sure. So with quarterback play, it seems like Russ is Russ.
Okay.
In terms, he's making all the right throws that a savvy vet would make. He still doesn't throw in the middle of the field, which has been his biggest bugaboo as of the last few seasons. I haven't really heard anything about Jameis. Jameis has been a Jameis.
Jameis has been a meme in camp from what I've heard.
Right. So it seems like he's been throwing with the 2s, and then Jackson gets in and makes the highlight throw, and everybody's for socials, and everybody gets excited about that. And Jackson has been a rookie. He's had great days. He has had mediocre days. From everything I've heard and seen on other podcasts and team stuff, is he's just steadily progressing, and he's that competitive guy that maybe we'll see him earlier than expected. That would be the biggest question mark for sure. I forgot to mention Montel Washington has he was on the practice squad for the Chiefs last year. Has been playing pretty well for a backup slot position, so that's been fun to see. Let's see how he builds up to getting that last wide receiver spot that Lucas mentioned. So,
did you figure out who the running back is that they signed, or were you?
No, I got sidetracked with
no, you're fine.
He's a camp buddy.
Yeah, he's a camp buddy. Not that big of a deal. All right. Well, if you don't mind, Dan, I'll go ahead and take it from here.
Take it.
I mean,
you guys have more drama than me, so
yeah, no kidding. Well, the good news is that the city of DC has officially voted 9-3 to bring the Commanders their new stadium.
All right.
Let's go. Round of applause. Good job, DC. Now, they still have to do one more vote afterwards, but that's more formality at this point, and it's expected to go through. Like the Commanders I believe, if I've read it correctly, that they have been given the okay to go ahead and get started, pretty much. My understanding. Nice. I believe that is correct. I'm not 100% sure. Don't quote me on that, but that is my understanding. That being said,
Oh,
the
let me ask you a
bad
question.
news.
Let me ask you a question for you.
Sorry, boys. Jonathan Ward was the running back.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Let me ask you a question. So they're moving from Virginia to Washington, correct?
No, Maryland. They're
Maryland?
in Hanover. Yeah, Hanover,
Maryland
Maryland.
to DC.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, they're going to go to DC, but that's still not good. Their projected, move-in date is 5 years from now. So, like, nothing's going to change. Like,
2030.
this is a $3 billion, almost $4 billion arena. Like, this is not going to be built overnight.
$4 billion.
It's 3 point, I want to say 7 or 8.
Will it have a dome?
Right.
Yes, it will be dome. It's supposed to be state of the art. I believe it's supposed to be primarily glass.
Kind of like the Vikings.
Minnesota.
Yeah. A little bit, yeah.
US
It's going to be new age. They're hoping to host the women's FIBA, by the time it gets open. So that's kind of the goal. And it's not just the arena, guys. We're not just building an arena. We're building a downtown district, almost kind of like a business district and new housing too, along with this area. Not just the new arena. It's going to be a whole entire district within the district, which sounds confusing, but it's true.
Oh, kind of like how they
within the
did with the Astrodome back in the day.
Kind of, yeah. So to the bad news, and I made a DC Football 101 with this. Terry McLaurin has officially asked for a trade. Now, let me be clear. This is just part of the negotiation tactic. I'm sure Earl's going to get into it when he gets to Micah.
Maybe.
But maybe, I don't know. Micah's feels different, but I'll let Earl do that. I'll chime in later. But this is all part of negotiation tactic 101. How many receivers have asked for a trade and then got signed? It's happened so much. And it should be noted that after that request, like a day or two after, you see video of Terry giving dabs and handshakes and all that stuff to Commanders ownership, like Josh Harris and other front office, higher ups as well. So, like, this is just part of the course. There's been rumors, Tyreek Hill traded for Terry. No, we're not. It's not happening. First off, I don't want Tyreek Hill in DC. That's a terrible idea. Nobody wants that mess, okay? You're perfectly fine where you are in Miami. Stay there. Look, this is going to happen. There is significant gaps, though. And the reason why the trade demand happened is because there's significant gaps, okay? He's looking for DK Metcalf money, and the Commanders are looking probably south of $30 million. The rumors have been, out there. And look, this all goes back to, like, he's a 30-year-old wide receiver. Now, the age, my opinion is, like, the age might be a little bit of a false positive there because he's 30, but he's only been in the league for 6 years. So, something to keep in mind with that, too, okay? But, regardless of that, do I think he gets traded? Probably not. If you want to know, if I did speculate on DC Football 101, if he was traded, where would he go? Check that out. It's on our YouTube page. YouTube exclusive only, guys. That being said, let's get to the unofficial depth chart, because I guess we are kind of doing that this week. Really, the quote-unquote surprises here is right tackle Andrew Wiley or Josh Connerly. They're still fighting for that spot. That might be the only quote-unquote real debatable spot there in terms of starters, like who's going to start there. But I believe it's going to be Connerly in the end. This is just like last year with Jaden Daniels. They made him earn it. I think Connerly has to earn it. But if not, Andrew Wiley is an okay right tackle. I mean, not my preferred choice, but we'll see. Ben Sinnott is tight end 2. I will note that he is getting a lot of buzz in camp in terms of positive reviews. Wide receivers, you have Terry at the 1, you have Debo at the 2, and then at the 3 currently is Noah Brown. Other names on the second string to keep an eye on, you got Michael Gallup, KJ Osborne, Luke McCaffrey. It's weird that they have Jalen Lane at 3rd on the depth chart, but I think that's a misleading thing. I think they did that on purpose. Look, he's going to make the final roster. Like, he's getting run with the ones. That's nothing to worry about. I think one of those veterans, either Gallup, KJ, or I think one of those two are going to be gone. And look, it's the 5 receivers that we know for sure are locks is Terry, you got Debo, you got Noah, you got Luke, and you got Jalen Lane. Now, the last one is the one that's going to be, is it going to be Osborne? Is it going to be Gallup? Or is it going to be Ja'Cory Brooks? I think those are the guys to keep an eye on. Jacoby Jones is also in the mix, but yet again, I'm not worried about that. For QB3, Sam Hartman, Josh Johnson are fighting for it. QB3 is hopefully not going to be an issue. Sam Hartman had surgery this offseason, so he hasn't looked the best in camp. I think that's why he hasn't solidified it up. Do want to note that you have Corey Crosby, Merritt, JCM on the 5th on the depth chart here. However, he is not 5th on the depth chart. Look, he's at least number 3 here. He's getting runs with the ones. I am not worried about that. He is going to go, yeah. The question is, who's going to stay at running back 4? Is it Chris Rodriguez or is it Jeremy McNichols? I would prefer McNichols, but we'll see. Defensively, Dedrick Wise and Dorrance Armstrong are the ends. Daron Payne, Javon Kinlaw are the defensive tackles. Eddie Goldman and Johnny Newton are second string of D-tackle. Jalen Holmes and Cleveland Farrell are second string ends. John Jean-Baptiste, who I thought was going to take a step this year, still third. Who knows? He might be able to jump Jalen Holmes. Outside linebacker. Last year filled by Dante Fowler. This year filled by Von Miller. Just because he's number 1 does not mean that he is starting. Let me be clear. He's a pass rush specialist. He is just going to be the outside linebacker. That is it. Bobby Wagner and Frankie Louvu are still the other 2 linebackers. Jordan McGee, still second on that depth chart. I need Dominic Hampton get from 3rd to 2nd past Nick Bellore, though. Cornerbacks, none of these should be surprising. Marshawn Lattimore, Trey Amos, who, according to Joe Wood Jr., has not had a bad practice, has had nothing but good practices. And Mikey Sammer still. Will Harris and Quan Martin both round out the safety room. So, anyway, those are just my thoughts. Any questions, any thoughts before we move on? All right, let's get to the Eagles next.
All right. I'm not going to go into all the way down the depth chart. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to wait until after preseason when the final roster.
Well, this is unofficial. Yeah. You don't. Right. I didn't go through every single thing. Right. I just went through the important stuff, but you don't have to.
All right. Last week I talked about Keely Ringo. There's a clip out. There's a clip out on social media. I was talking about, listen, it's not guaranteed that he will be the CB2. And I think Howie Roseman thought that as well. So he went out and traded Thomas Booker the 4 for Jacorian Bennett, who's a cornerback from the Las Vegas, I was about to say Oakland Raiders. Las Vegas Raiders. I think this is a great signing. I think he's going to be our cornerback on the other side of Quinyon Mitchell.
Yeah.
I think he's going to win that position. I truly do.
I like the trade for you guys, too. I do. I think, I like Booker as a depth piece for you guys, but he was a depth piece. Like, you were able to get a potentially starting CB2. I think that's a win.
Yeah, this is a good move by Howie. Adoree Jackson's had some flashes in camp, but you can't really depend on that. You can't go into the season with Adoree Jackson as your CB2. Real quick, I had some stats here.
You're talking about for your new guy? Because I saw those stats. Those were pretty impressive.
Yeah. So Jacorian Bennett allowed a 52.1 passer rating coverage as a primary defender last season. I think that's really good. He allowed 0 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, 4.4 yards per attempt. Opposing QBs completed just 45% of their passes thrown his way. I think that's really good, especially when you align him on the other side of Quinyon Mitchell, who they don't even throw his way. It's crazy that he got that respect in his rookie season. So now we have more depth, but I'm going to say it right now. I think Ben is going to be our CP2 going into the season. Besides that, training camp news. Once again, Jahai Campbell's flashing. What can we say? He was a first round pick. Should have been picked higher. Eagles got him where they did. Kudos to them. What you got?
I was going to ask about the Saquon news if you were going to bring that up.
There was a committee that the president invited Saquon to. Was it for football?
Like health, fitness?
Yeah, it's fitness, yeah. Triple H was there too.
And Saquon said that, he was invited, but he didn't accept.
Yeah.
So.
Don't know if it's political or if he's just busy.
Because he was with him after they won the Super Bowl.
Well, that's true. That's true, but he could offer him a position and he could decline it.
That's true.
Yeah. Well, anyway, not to get too political here.
No, not to get too political, but
it's one of those things. It shouldn't be political, but everybody else is going to make it politicalized because it's helping the nation, but it's 2025, so everything's political.
Yeah.
It's grinding on
like we mentioned before a couple of weeks ago with Lucas and the Commanders. We don't want politicians getting involved with sports activities and business decisions when it comes to sports.
And we don't 100%. Like talking politics because we don't want to take sides. That's not what we're here to do.
That's right. And let's move on from that. So, Jahai Campbell's flashed. Moro Ojomo has also been flashing. I need Ojomo and Hunt to really break out this season.
Oh, they're edges. Okay. I was like, I don't know who that is. Is he your rookie?
No.
Joro?
Oh, Ojomo was there last year.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I don't know. I don't pay attention to everybody on your roster.
Neither we, Lucas. So anyway, Ojomo and Hunt. I really need them to break out this season after losing Josh Sweat, after losing Brandon Graham to retirement. We need to replace those players on the edge, on our defensive line in general. We need to replace that production. So, I really need them to show me something when it comes to preseason. Hopefully, some of these starters play. I don't know about you guys. I don't know if some of you guys' starters are playing this first preseason game.
It has not been relayed one way or another.
Yeah, Sam.
Yeah. I did hear that Shedeur Sanders was going to start.
Yeah, good for him.
Yeah, good for him.
Took 2 injuries, but you know what? Look, I just want to say this. Cleveland just needs to do that man a favor and trade him because clearly they don't want him there.
Apparently they picked up another quarterback, didn't it?
They signed Huntley.
Yeah. No, they just need to trade the man. Send him to a team that needs him. Maybe. Gosh, I tweeted it out. Who did I tweet out?
Yeah, what team?
Hang on. I made a tweet about this because I thought this was important.
Why you look for that? We play our first preseason game. Jacksonville?
Mm-hmm.
Not a Trevor Lawrence fan, huh?
Okay, so Rams, Raiders, Jacksonville, and Steelers. Dark horses, Jets, Cardinals, and Colts.
Steelers
Colts will be pretty good. They got a good running game.
Yeah, I mean, look, I think Rams because they need an heir apparent to Matthew Stafford. I mean, look, he who knows if he even plays this season with his back. Geno Smith's good, but you could always have a guy in the wings waiting. And Las Vegas and Shedeur makes sense to me. I don't believe in Trevor Lawrence at all. Him and Daniel Jones have the same stats. No offense, Dan.
Mm-hmm. No, none taken.
And Steelers, they don't have a plan after this year. Jets, if you don't believe in Justin Fields, I do, but it's good to have options. Cardinals, I don't believe in Kyler Murray being more than a game manager as a dual threat, which is a weird thing to say, but it's true. And Colts,
Isn't that what you would want in your quarterback? Not turning the ball over?
Who?
Wouldn't that be something you would want where a game manager?
I mean, he's good, but he's not going to bring that team to the next level. I guess that's my whole entire spiel on it.
It's a team sport, though.
It is a team sport. That's fair.
Anyway, back to the Eagles again, Lucas. Thank you very much.
Yeah, you brought up Shedeur this time. I did not.
Actually, the Eagles do play the Browns not the Browns, the Bengals this Thursday at the Link. Can't wait. Thursday night football. I can't wait.
No Trey Henderson
anyway.
news.
Say again?
No Trey Henderson update either.
No. Oh, let me finish this up before Lucas just takes over my segment.
I'm sorry. You mentioned Bengals, and I didn't bring up the Shador Sanders thing. You did.
All right, whatever. Where was I? Offensive line. We were talking about continuality with our offense, and we're bringing back 10 of our 11 guys. Obviously, the one missing, the one that left free agency was Mekhi Becton. Tyler Steen, I think he's going to win the position. I don't foresee anyone beating him out in camp as of right now from reports. Obviously, I'm not there. But right now, Tyler Steen has the right guard job locked. It'll be very shocking to me if someone else beat him out. So we will see about that. But as of right now, our offense is coming back pretty much the same, and I'm happy about that. So, any questions?
No, sir.
No.
All right, it's time for Minister Earl to give us another message from the.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
Okay, with the situation with y'all signing, trading for the corner, if Ringo doesn't work out at corner, have you thought about putting him at safety by any chance? And then, if that's the case, where do you consider seeing DeJean at? Do you consider him being more of a slot guy, more of a cornerback 2, or you think you could play him at free safety?
Well, they were talking about Cooper DeJean playing safety at camp. Vic Fangio has mentioned it a lot. Like I said, we have to see it. I have to see it in a game. It's one thing to do that during training camp. Maybe he's helping the rookie Makuba. But to answer your first question, we have a lot of depth at safety right now. Don't forget about Sidney Brown. Don't forget about Reed Blankenship and Makuba. So even if Makuba's not ready week 1, I mean, he's a rookie. I mean, I don't expect – that was a rare occurrence last season with Mitchell and Cooper DeJean. That was rare.
That was beyond rare.
Yeah. And it's crazy because NFL Network had Cooper at 60 in the top 100, and I think Quayon was 49, which is crazy. Which is crazy.
I don't know if I would do all that, but not for – well, I guess the Super Bowl. Yeah.
Well, you know what they're going to do.
Yeah. At the end of the day, it's a ranking. So, to answer your question, Earl, right now, I like our depth. And if Ringo doesn't work out, if Bennett beats Ringo out, he's going to be on special teams. And it'll still be him and Adoree Jackson as a backup corners.
I forgot he went there.
Yeah. Yep. So it's going to be them two, them three fighting for that spot. We always want depth at any position. So if it doesn't work out for Ringo, I mean, maybe he might get traded. Maybe just let him go after next season. So we'll see. But
I honestly think Ringo should have stayed in college one more year.
Yeah.
He still had to polish up some things back at Georgia.
Yeah. Come in. Yep. All right. It's only you, Earl.
The moment we've been waiting for.
I don't know why.
Done.
All right. Got a couple of team news. I'll get to the joint practice today. Team news. Cowboys released Paris Campbell to bring back Matt Walesko, who cleared waivers. He's going to be on the PUP list. Yeah, we got our unofficial depth chart. I'm not going to go into any details of that. One thing that I see on the list, they got Jalen Tolbert at wide receiver 3. Really haven't seen much of what he's done at camp. I've definitely seen other guys play more, especially for that wide receiver 3 position. Throw names of Mingo and Turpin into that.
Yeah.
Other news, I know y'all have heard back on Friday, Micah Parsons requested a trade. Pretty much caught most people off the railings and stuff. I could neither confirm or deny that I already knew that was already occurring. But with that, I think it's more dealing with not the size of the money, but more of the respect on how they treat a player. And for Micah to take a stand like that, he's showing that to everybody who's trying to get a contract, but also taking a stand of something that is bigger than just a contract. And for that, I respect him for that. And I also know that I definitely believe a deal will get done. Only time will tell with that. But at the same time, the Joneses have to realize that they got to show appreciation to what Micah has done. Because ever since he's been wearing the star, he's basically infused that defense to play better. Generational talent, top pass rusher, and just continuing to mold himself to be the very best. Like, this is by far the best conditioning I've seen a defensive player with the Cowboys have, especially with doing things on the offseason, challenge himself. Like, he went up against some dudes in the sumo ring a season ago, just constantly doing different things to condition his body well to get the best ability out of his body. So with that, Jerry, you know what to do. Pay the man, but also respect the man. 877, pay Micah now.
What did CD say? It never fails, dog.
It never fails. And for that, he's absolutely right. Like, you really can easily pay the player instead of smear campaigning his name and stuff like that. Now, if I was in Jerry's shoes, I definitely wouldn't have my son Steven running things. But I would go and look at each player, what contracts coming up. I will engage with the agent first, where I think Micah should have never went to Jerry to talk about a contract without his agent. That was the one thing that he should have not done, because Jerry likes to sway players into that without dealing with the agents. So for that, Micah should have known better. But I would look at it as saying like, hey, I want to try to get in contact with your agent so we can consider a deal. Like, take advantage of it when you can, when the money's low, while you still have a high pay range. But they have a tendency to wait and go against the grain to get the contracts done at a later time, which makes the money go up. So for that, they just wait paying their players and try to get beneficial money and stuff like that. It's ridiculous. But I also see that as Cowboy players who are coming up on contracts are looking like, if they're having a tough time paying Micah, what the world are they going to do with me? But that's another story for there. But I want to get into Go ahead, Lucas.
I just got one thing that I want to say, and what I'm about to say is not because I want to see the Cowboys, team or fans suffer.
Mm-hmm.
But I hope that even if Jerry does propose to make him the highest paid player, that Micah still turns it down and requests a trade. I really do. And I do this because, like you said, other players are still going to wonder about it. This is a matter of fact, and Micah feels like he's like the one they shouldn't have done this to.
100%.
Right?
Absolutely.
And I hope, like I said, this is not because I want the Cowboys to fail. This is not because of that. But I hope that Jerry Jones can learn. Huh?
Go ahead. It's in the back of your mind. Go ahead.
I mean, that's not the point. The main purpose of me saying this is because I think, like, your fans have gone through enough. Like, Cowboys fans have gone through enough with the Jerry Joneses. And if Michael, if Michael requests a trade, like, this is going to rock Jerry's world. And maybe he'll either make him retire from being the GM and, or
hashtag fire the Joneses.
Or maybe with the Lakers recently selling for $9 billion, maybe they'll consider selling. I don't know. I mean, look, Jerry's not getting any younger, but my point being here is that at bare minimum, it would probably make him reevaluate how he does business.
Yeah, he's already to the point of.
But like I said, I don't think Michael's going to turn down the money if it's the most ever. But like, it would be cool if he did.
It's the respect.
Yeah, that's what I agree with.
Because it's no matter what the dollar amount's gonna be, is that, are you gonna respect me while I'm here? And for that, he's seen what happens with Dak. He's seen what has happened with CD. He's seen what happened with Lawrence at the time of the contract. Whenever they're up for a contract, the Joneses and their maniacalness pretty much smear campaigns their star players. And I went into a detail of that they do this to certain players while giving the silver spoon to other players. And for that is not right. I understand you want to have a business and make sure this organization is healthy, but with the way of how you're executing it, it's unacceptable. And fans have finally see it, where I wish they should have saw this back in 96. I was 5. But at the same time, like, fans should have saw this coming, especially with what happened. Maybe, just maybe, if they would have had a voice then, things could have changed. But I'm glad we got the voice now. But I'm going to go into the joint practice.
Yeah.
We had a joint practice with the Rams. We played them on Saturday. And this is their, like, yearly just kind of joint practice scrimmage. A couple of people that I saw do a really good job. I saw Javonte Williams have a good run. Dak and Pickens, that connection is cooking up. At first in camp, they had the deep ball going and just wasn't hitting it. Now they're finally hitting it and getting more comfortable. And Pickens definitely is just fitting that mold of what Dak needs. And CeeDee Lamb, he's doing his thing. And I want to give praise to the linebacker room. The linebacker room for the Cowboys, Matt Eberflus is the linebacker whisperer. And with what he's able to do with Maris Leofau is going in his second year is very promising. And no doubt in my mind, if Overshown was there, he will be playing well as well. His recovery, he's about maybe 70-75% right now. So he's getting there. But I can definitely see a tandem with Leofau and Overshown being our Dexter Coakley and Datwin 2.0. And for that, the stronger you can get that linebacker room going, the better the defensive play will be. My only concerns is the front four on the defensive line. Mozzie Smith got hurt. He got an MRI yesterday or today that there was no knee damage, just some soreness. So they're going to monitor him. I think if he's just not at the very best, they're going to get him out. He's not getting that fifth year option. But Jay Toya, he's stepping up. He's a rookie. And he looks like the most traditional one tech we have. And Dallas, y'all got to respect the one tech. Y'all know what we need, but y'all are just bypassing it. But overall, not a bad joint practice that they had today. It got physical. I saw Nate Thomas filling in for Guyton and didn't do too bad against Jared Verse. But we'll see how it goes in the preseason game. But that's all I got for right now. I digress. Oh, another player beforehand. Actually, two players. Joe Milton, he did a really good job today, and Kevontae Turpin. I digress.
All right, cool stuff.
Question, Earl. Sure. Do you foresee Turpin being more of a threat at the wide receiver position this season?
I seen him being a threat more than just a receiver.
Well, obviously, kick return, yeah.
Oh no, more than that.
What?
You think he's going to get some run at running back?
No one confirmed or denied.
Ooh, spicy take. I like that.
I like that.
All I can tell you, the situation that occurred with him in the offseason, hopefully that doesn't hit him too strongly, but he's definitely a dynamic focus, the X factor on the offense. So all I can tell y'all, buckle up.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Maurice, you got the mailbag and poll questions this week, but we'll start off with the mailbag. What we got? Anything for the Giants? No, Cowboys.
Cowboys. Well, going back to camp, we got the same question we did from last week. Earl, who's been a stud? Who's been a dud so far in Cowboys training camp?
Ooh, I'm gonna go. Turpin, stud. Mozzie Smith, dud.
Okay.
Mozzie, they just coming off shoulder surgery. They had him lose weight twice. Now he's playing more of a 3-tech position where that's not his original position. Now I ask you, why are they putting this man through so much? Eberflus is like he wants to get him upfield. There's ways you can be a 1-tech and still get upfield. I just wish he never lost the weight when he did. And I'm still trying to figure out who gave him the call to do that. I'm not gonna confirm that it was Quinn. I'm not gonna confirm that it was front office. I definitely lean towards front office more, but Dallas, their conditioning team, they need help. They're ranked 31 or 32 in the league, and they don't have enough people conditioning these players. So with Diggs being recovering as well, he had to go outside to get it. And it just wasn't right that they penalized him for that, because in the CBA, it tells you that you can get conditional help from outside of the organization if things aren't accordingly. If you get a chance, check out the CBA rules, because it's definitely in there. But back to Mozzie's situation, yeah, he had the potential to clog up the middle. Now it's to the point he's getting blown off the ball. And it's just very horrible to see. And at that point, Dallas, you got to respect the one tech. But that he's the dud for this one. That's all I can tell you. But I wish he can prove me wrong and prove a lot of the doubters wrong, because I could definitely see a high ceiling with this guy, but he's got to tap into it.
Yeah, when it comes to Mozzie, this is the season. This is the season, man. You got to show and prove.
And the crazy work is this is year 3. So he's got a 4th year and then a 5th year option because he was a first rounder. So, if other people are stepping up for him, and I don't want them to politic it where it's like, oh yeah, we got to focus more on Mozzie. You still got other guys in there to compete, because the mantra is competition with this team. So if a guy beats him out, well, coming off the bench, bro, like that's pretty much that. And if a rookie beats you, that only can tell you it is what it is.
Yep. Yeah. Fair enough. So, Earl, it's time for your segment.
Wow, already that time. Let's get it. It's time for Who's That Football Player? It's good. This player played with the Philadelphia Eagles back in the 2001 season. This player had 26 of 31 on field goal attempts. Longest was 50 yards. 37 out of 38 on extra points. 79 kickoffs. 4,903 yards and 7 touchbacks. This player's career awards is a 6-time Pro Bowler, 2-time All-Pro first team, 4-time All-Pro second team, Hall of Fame All-2000s team. Myself, Dan, who's that football player?
Should be easy.
No brainer.
You say that, and Dan's think, come on, guys.
Hey, bro, come on.
Just
come
think
on
of
now.
kicker. Who was the Eagles kicker?
Oh, the Eagles. Akers.
Yeah. Oh, you didn't know the team.
Yeah. I thought I was thinking Cowboys. I'm like, who the hell is this?
I said Eagles.
Yeah, I was lost. It's one of those days. My bad.
You're good. You're good.
I'm like, don't. They're like, oh, this is easy. I'm like,
oh yeah, that's Akers. Like,
I was so close.
There's 2.
All right, I gave you the hint at the beginning. I was like, it's good.
Yeah. All right. So, Maurice, we have 3 poll questions. We're not going to count the Giants poll question from today because we want to let that fill out.
Are you sure? I thought it was funny.
I think it's a fun one.
I didn't get to see it today.
Yeah, that's Dan's here.
Let's just do it. Okay. I mean, it's not full, but we can go with who's voted so far.
Yeah.
So there's 2 Giants ones then, 1 Cowboy and 1 Commanders.
The one posted today, who's the more popular at their peak? Tommy DeVito with the cutlets or Jeremy Lin with Linsanity?
Interesting.
Linsanity.
Yeah, I gotta go Linsanity.
Yeah, I think Linsanity too. But I mean, Tommy Cutlet's got his own cult following there for a couple weeks.
But you're the only one still following him.
But with Tommy,
I believe it.
With Tommy, we were still a very losing team.
Yeah.
So, and then let's face it, when he gets cut in a couple weeks, a couple people think there's going to be a team that's going to be calling for him. I'll be shocked.
The Browns.
The Browns.
The Steelers
team. Right?
Probably the Steelers.
So, with that being said, I think Lynn for that crazy week, and then he was able to parlay that crazy week and going to Dallas, right? I think that's where he went. He got a
Jeremy,
big.
He won a couple of
everywhere.
places.
He went.
No,
was
but
there.
he got a big contract.
Oh, it was Houston.
It was
Houston.
Houston.
That's right.
Yeah.
Sorry, I knew it was Dallas.
But
But he
Texas.
made an immediate impact. I don't
Right.
think.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
with Tom DeVito, we were just starving for any sort of fun
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
in a lost season. So I
Mhm.
think it is what it is.
Anything
All
was
right.
possible.
Not
All
a,
right,
not a
what's-
basketball podcast, but that was a fun 2 weeks, even as a Sixers fan, to watch
Oh yeah.
Jeremy
Oh
Lin.
yeah.
Oh,
Absolutely.
That was one of Mike Breen's greatest bang calls of all time.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, the one
Not
in
even close.
Toronto. I remember that.
Yeah.
Next question. If the Washington Commanders do consider trading Terry McLaurin, which of these teams should they be most willing to do business with? The answers were Bills, Patriots, Jaguars, 49ers, and with 48%, it was the Patriots. I'm actually shocked by that.
I'm not shocked by
I
that.
would say the 49ers. I want
I
Brandon
said
Ayuk.
49ers. Yeah. That's what you
Well,
want, but yeah.
I
But
think
that's
I
thinking.
actually like the Patriots idea because they know they can get him, and then the Patriots could actually be that team that will get in second place in that division and get a wild card because Diggs and Terry together with year 2 of Drake May would be pretty
Yeah,
nasty.
that's
And they
It'd
got
be interesting.
Travion Henderson too.
Yeah, him
Mhm.
too.
So
Yeah.
got a little lightning in the bottle right there.
All right, next question. Do the New York Giants need to sign one more wide receiver to shore up their depth chart? 80% said yes. You agree with that, Dan?
Yeah, I do. But
Who do you think is available, or do y'all make a trade?
I
Keenan
think
Allen just re-signed with the Chargers.
Yeah,
I mean I think they're okay with the 4 guys, and then the remaining 2 would be special teams. So I don't see them actually doing it. But
Odell.
you can't do that
Stop.
again. You can't do that again. As much as I would love it, but we
What did
can't
Mal
do it.
say? Sign to a 1-day contract to retire?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably more likely.
It is convenient. He does use us every offseason.
Yeah.
All right, last question. What's
Uh,
that one?
Go ahead with that. I'll go after.
All right. Should the Dallas Cowboys sign running back Zach Moss? 81% said no.
I thought that was a
100%.
fair question. I was met with so much vitriol. I was just like, "Dang, man, just
Man,
God."
If the
that was
question
out of the
was-
sewers, didn't you?
If the question was, should they re-sign Ezekiel Elliott, you might have got 81% say yes.
No, I don't think so.
Mm-mm.
No,
No?
I think that time is
nah.
past.
No, last season
Okay.
was really bad, man.
But
Yeah.
I'm glad you mentioned that. I actually had some news and team news that I forgot to plug in there.
Mhm.
Amari Cooper announced his retirement.
Oh, I didn't do that.
Oh,
Yep,
I
he
missed
did
that.
after 10 seasons. And I
Missed
just want
that.
to say, Amari Cooper, thank you for your service. You delivered haymakers in this division and just claimed a lot of points, stats, and so on. You were definitely one that was truly appreciated with the star. Happy retirement.
Absolutely. All right.
Before we go to the next segment,
Yeah.
did you guys by any chance catch the automated line of scrimmage?
Oh, yeah. There's a new rule where they're going to be doing like some type of automated thing, right?
Yeah,
yes, finally.
yeah, it's like a robo, like up in the
It's a
sky, and the
robot
replay
thing,
blue.
Like
right?
Skyview.
Yeah, line of scrimmage. And there's
You
no
know,
more
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
changing.
there-
the
yeah, there's no
unofficial
more
yellow
changing
line.
it.
We're going to actually have a yellow line now.
Well, they're gonna go by the yellow line.
Interesting.
Yeah,
I don't
Hey,
know how to
I
feel
guess
about
they
that.
didn't
I
want to
always
press
like the
the-
chains. I've always liked the chains.
Look,
Yeah.
it's good to have the chains, but y'all didn't have to deal with a ref pulling out an index card
Yeah.
to measure the inches in the game.
Yeah, that was
Well, that's
When
fair.
I saw that, I was just like, you can't be serious.
Hey, it is a game of inches.
It is a game
Even
of
the
inches.
index
All right.
card couldn't figure that out for them.
All right. So last thing before we wrap up here, guys. Trivia, NFC East trivia is Washington Commanders. Which year during the Super Bowl era did the Washington Redskins score, and I say Redskins, that's a hint already, score the most total points in a single season?
How am I supposed to know this, Lucas?
I bet you Earl does.
All right, go ahead, Earl. I'm gonna leave this one up to you, man.
Yeah,
Really?
come on,
I can
Earl.
go first this time?
Yeah, you go first, man. I don't know. I have no clue. Do
I'm
you,
gonna
Dan?
just piggyback on you, Earl. So.
All right. Lucas, you remember the Fun Bunch?
The what?
The Fun Bunch.
No, but I feel like you're about to piss me off, so go ahead.
Was it 1983?
I hate you so much.
It was?
No, you cheated. You cheated.
No,
I'm
I
calling
didn't.
it.
No, I didn't. No,
How
I
did
didn't.
you not? Oh, can you tell me how many points they scored?
Was it 542?
He's been watching America's
541.
He's been watching a lot of
Wow.
America's game.
Wow.
Fun Bunch. Couldn't stand y'all. I wasn't even born yet. But
Neither was
remember,
I.
I have family that's Redskin fans. I don't know why, but yeah.
I will
Earl
say,
got that
last
one.
season did tie for second most with 485.
Pro
Yeah, they're going to
fan.
break that eventually.
This
I
year.
mean, it might be broken this season. Who knows?
Yeah.
Depends on Terry, right?
Two.
What?
What do you mean?
You think you're gonna break that record?
The scoring goes up all the
with-
time.
Scoring goes up, and we got JD5 now.
So, here's a question with JD5. It don't matter, but Odell's mom was kind of the same way. Are we a little concerned on how much
Ooh, good question.
JD5's
Ooh.
mom is in the picture?
I saw the clip. I saw that clip too, where his mom just walked up to the interview during camp.
Yeah.
I saw that.
Protected at all times, you feel
I'm
me?
gonna say no because unlike Odell's mom, his mom is actually a certified NFL agent.
Valid.
Her mom's
Yeah.
an agent?
Yeah,
Yeah.
his mom's an agent.
She's
She's
her
a
age.
certified NFL agent, and you know what? I believe that Jaden's gonna have a very special woman that's gonna overtake number one in his life soon, or not. Maybe not overtake. Not to be disrespectful. Juju Watkins. That's right. Him and Juju, man. That's the new power couple of the NFL. I'm calling it.
That
Is it
kid
confirmed?
That kid is
Oh.
gonna be.
All but pretty much, yeah.
Really?
I talked about this last season when he was
Yeah,
at
you
during the offseason when he was at March Madness with her.
Yeah. And the
Mama
mom,
Daniels, protect your baby.
And she, she C blocked them. She C blocked them.
Yeah, she
You
got
got
a little
see,
there.
I'm
But
like,
you know
growth.
what? He's still
Growth.
showing up to other events for Juju. So
Yeah, her birthday. I saw.
yeah.
that.
So you know,
Good for them.
good for them. Anyway, on that note, Maurice, how about you go ahead and play us out?
All right. Once again, first of all, thank Dan for coming on.
Thank you,
As
sir.
always.
Yeah,
Tell
man.
people where they can find you.
At DBhan on Twitter and Bleeding Blue with DB on YouTube. I'm gonna get that going.
Hey.
Yeah, so I'm gonna be finally getting that going. I've been lazy this summer. It's about time. So
Let's go.
yes,
This is the time, Dan.
this is
Absolutely.
the time.
Yeah.
Appreciate you boys as always. Mel, feel better with whatever's going on. And yeah, thanks again.
All right. Once again, I want to thank everybody for listening to this podcast or watching this podcast, which you can do on YouTube, and you can also watch
And on Spotify.
Yes, Spotify as well. Yeah, that's right.
That's
Spotify
how I
as well.
listen to you guys.
Yep,
Yeah, there we go.
yep. Also on YouTube, you can check out our solo episodes and extended clips. Last week, it was a good clip last week of Earl talking about the Cowboys situation, and it only got worse this week. So it only got worse.
Oh,
Worse is a matter of perspective.
Mo is just tap dancing on this division.
No, it was the truth. It
I
got
know.
worse. Did
You're
it
right.
or not, Earl?
It did.
It's a circus, man. It's
why
always.
are you poking the bear, Maurice? Why are you
I'm
poking
just
the
telling
bear?
the truth. It's a circus with the Cowboys
He's not
every
wrong.
year. That's the
Man,
way the
it's-
Joneses like it.
It's true. Like I can't deny it.
Yeah.
I mean, y'all see it. Y'all don't need me to confirm it.
Yeah. So I mean,
Okay.
hey, I'm not kicking dirt at nobody. It's not even week one yet. Let's get to the. We can gotta get to the matchup of week one first before I.
It's on the way.
We're gonna have to do next next week. We should do our season predictions.
Can we
All right,
bypass
all right.
the
That's a good
predictions?
tease. All right.
No, or we have to do it.
Yeah, that'll be fun. That's always a fun episode. All right.
right.
Also, you can check us out on Twitter or X, Instagram, Threads, TikTok, and Facebook at 14_Reigns Podcast. Until next week, have a good day, guys.
Deuces.
Blessings. Much love.